hello, Gary.
Oh, how you doing, mate? Can you hear? It sounds a bit better now. Well, that maybe just my own fucking voice. I can hear myself talking, I guess.
Next up, we've got an actor and a singer. If you live in the Northeast, you might have caught him in Whistle Down the Wind or Jesus Christ Superstar. He seems to only act in musicals about Jesus. It is Liam Olsen.
Hello. You're doing a lot of very religious stuff. It's weird.
Are you a born-again Christian, Liam? And our third guest, he is Mike Cox. Hello, Mike.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, we've got two. I'm doing very well. We've got two people with caps, two people without. That's fairly evenly balanced. We're a very diverse show at What's in the Box. We are going to start with round one.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round one is called What's in the Box. I have an item in my pink and green box. I'm going to go round our guests. They're going to tell me what they think is in the box. They'll most likely be wrong, but then I will ask them to determine, like they have to debate why their guess was the closest. It's a debating game. Gary, you are up first. Gary, what do you think is in the box today?
SpongeBob SquarePants DVD.
Just the DVD, because imagine if I had the actual SpongeBob in my box today. That would be brilliant. I wouldn't need to leave the house anymore for all the entertainment. Mike Cox, what do you think is in the box?
A packet of Hubba Bubba bubblegum.
Hubba Bubba bubblegum. That is a What's in the Box staple. We've talked about that before. We shall get back to you. And Liam Olsen, what do you think is in the box today?
Well, Gary took mine. I think a half-empty packet or half-full packet, depending on how you look at things, of Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards. Very good, very good. The actual item that is in the box today is a Bluetooth speaker. Oh, you can connect your phone. You can play stuff out of it. Oh, it's very durable. I got this for my birthday a few years ago and then got a Google Smart Speaker and then gave this to my mum. Our guests are going to have to confirm why their guess was the closest. So, Gary, you said a SpongeBob SquarePants DVD. Why is that the closest item to this Bluetooth speaker?
Well, we know that SpongeBob SquarePants, of course, invented the Bluetooth speaker. It was in season 1. Remember that? Season 1? Big episode.
I don't remember. Please explain what the episode entailed.
So basically, SpongeBob and Gary the Snail were working for Bill Gates, and Bill Gates said, I need a new invention. Gary the Snail was like, I've got a new invention. And then SpongeBob was like, what is it? Is it something cool and stuff like that? And then Gary the Snail said it's the Bluetooth speaker. And that was how that came about. They didn't actually, the episode got dropped in the end, but it was all set to be really good.
Okay. The lost episode of SpongeBob. I will have to raid my DVD collection for that. Next up is Mike Cox. You thought it was a pack of Hubba Bubba bubblegum. What is your guess the closest?
Well, as you mentioned before, that speaker is, you said, was very durable. And I don't know if you've ever tried to chew it till it disappears, but Hubba Bubba bubblegum will last forever. You can chew it and chew it and chew it. You spit it on the pavement. Councils are furious with how durable bubblegum is. Also, you mentioned that it was a gift, which is a very lovely thing. Bubblegum flavour is a very lovely thing. But you also mentioned that you replaced it straight away. You bought some new tech, which I think probably makes you quite ungrateful and gives your mother something to chew over on whether to buy you expensive gifts again in the future.
I didn't say my mum got me. And don't insult the host. You'll never get points that way. Liam Olsen, you guessed a half empty or half full box of Pokemon cards. Why is your guess the closest?
My guess is definitely the closest because Bluetooth only ever came about because of a discarded design for a Pokemon in which Ash would carry around this little cylindrical Pokemon in his he would say Bluetooth, I choose you, throw it out, and this little Pokemon would pop out and immediately start playing Ash's Spotify through his anus. Of course, everybody started to think that this would be, too much for the younger kids. Maybe not in China, but in the UK, America, that sort of thing. They might get a bit confused, maybe try and stick cables up the cat's bum. So they decided not to go for that and sent it elsewhere.
Right then.
That's why I'm the closest. I said Pokemon.
I've drawn what the Pokemon might look like. And I believe that.
That's it.
I believe that.
It looks like you.
Mike, now I'm gonna say technically Mike was the closest because you can get blueberry hubba bubba, chew it, and you'd get blue teeth, right? That would have been amazing. But Mike never went for that. Plus he insulted me, and I don't like that at all. Gary, that was very good, but I'm a big fan of SpongeBob. I would have known if that episode existed or not. Liam, I can totally buy that. That is an old Pokemon character. Liam gets the full 3 points in that round. That's the end of that. It's time for round 2.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 2 is called Thanks, I Hate It. Our guests have prepared items in a box and they're going to gift one of the items to another contestant. It's then up to the other contestant to tell them why that is the worst gift they could possibly have been received, why they're insulted, why they're offended by it, right? So Mike is going to start this round off, which means your gift will be given by Gary. Gary, what is the gift you are giving to Mike?
Well, he doesn't need any booze based on what's behind his head. Like, that is some impressive fucking booze he's got there. Very well done, Mike.
I like it. You've even got the word gin in case you forget what it is.
You've got lots of booze and the word gin, but you probably should have some substance. So I've got you some lovely basmati rice, all the way from New Zealand, made by Pam's, which is like a basic brand over here. So long grain basmati rice. So enjoy that, mate.
Mike, you've been gifted basmati rice. Why is that the worst gift you could possibly be given?
I'll tell you why that's the worst gift. It's easy. I don't know if you've been to a supermarket in the last couple of weeks, but there isn't any rice. All right. So you gifting me rice, you would think that would be a wonderful thing. But what you've actually done now is made my property a target. Right. You've pointed out all the booze. You're now giving me rice. All of the neighbours are now looking over the fence, trying to see if they can. My family are targets. We're all now. You're probably not going to see the end of this show out now. Going to be marauded by people trying to get in, taking my gin, and now this unnecessary rice.
I like that answer a lot. Next up is Liam, which means Mike, you are gifting a gift to Liam. Mike, let's see what that gift is.
Here we go. It's a completely unused diary for 2020. Completely empty.
What? Why is it empty, Mike? Surely you would have filled it with your events and galas and occasions.
Well, it's Liam's. I didn't want to ruin it.
Of course. Liam, why is this the worst possible gift you could be given?
I don't think I need to go into much detail about why this is the best gift I could possibly receive. It's a diary for the year 2020. All right, so let me just make this abundantly clear. Who the fuck wants to remember 2020? Why hell every single one of the paragraphs just says, Monday the 11th, shit. Tuesday the 12th, shit. Wednesday the 13th, shit. Why would this? Why would I want this? The only reason I would want that is to have something hard in my hand when I find out where you live to beat you over the head with it and steal your fucking gin. Thanks. For nothing.
I love that. Oh, the anger. So far, my notes, I've written cynical for Mike. That tends to be, I've written anger for Liam. Oh, this is so strong. But finally, Liam, you've got a gift for Gary. Tell us what this gift is.
Well, the gift I've got is actually a re-gift, as I received this as a gift from my friend Pete.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And I got you my little Lego Samuel L. Jackson. Okay, now I want to point out that if you don't like this, because it's Samuel L. Jackson who is black, you're technically racist. So,
yeah,
good luck.
We've got our first race war caveat on what's in the box. Gary, why is the Samuel L. Jackson Lego figure the worst thing you could possibly receive?
Well, I can say I'm technically racist all my legs, but if you look at my haircut, I am quite clearly a racist. Happy admit that now. We're not as popular as we used to be back in the day, but yes, of course, I am a notorious racist. I do a show called Bald Man Sings Rihanna, and I think, what would Rihanna say about Samuel L. Jackson? Samuel L. Jackson, he was in the terrible Star Wars films, so he has no right. He gave up his right to be anywhere near any Lego. Lego's like got great Star Wars films, amazing Star Wars films, and Samuel L. Jackson, a man who ruined Star Wars. I love Lego. If you'll just see me here, I've got that's proper Lego. That's Lego I made myself. It's a helicopter. You can fly it around. You can make buzzing noises. Samuel L. Jackson, what are you going to do with that? Apart from recreate bad films, you ruined Star Wars, and I'm going to grab that Samuel L. Jackson, and I'm going to stick it up his arse. That's what I'm going to do.
Sorry, but Liam's face just says that all there. That is gobsmacked. Right, I've got points to give out.
I want to point out, Alan, that's Nick Fury. Sorry, that's motherfucker. All right, that's not Mace Windu. All right.
Oh, right.
He deserves a point.
Sorry, Anger. Yes.
Mace Windu.
I've got.
Take points away from knowing the character's name in Star Wars, man.
Well, Gary, that's just the thing. For the sheer balls of announcing that you were racist just to win points on an internet game show, I was going to give you 3, but you just said to knock off a point, so that is 2 for Gary. For the sheer anger, I'm giving 2 to Liam because I was a bit scared, and I don't like feeling scared, but I am giving 3 points to Mike because that was brilliant. That was him being targeted. He's fearing for his life. I genuinely believe that. Those are the points for round 2 locked in. It's time for round 3.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 3 is called the music round. Regular viewers of What's in the Box know that I like collecting compilation CDs and making weird games about them. Today, it's the NME, The Essential Bands. This is from 2007. And I had a little look at the track list here, and it seems in 2007, you had to have a K in your act's name to make it big. There are 10 acts with the letter K on the back of this. If you could name one of them, that's a point. That's the easy rules of this round. So, Liam, can you please name an act on this from 2007, NME, The Essential Bands? There are some written on the front cover, so I won't be showing that to the camera anymore. But if you can name any one of the 10, that is a point.
Korn.
So, Korn. Korn, sadly, is not
sorry, but yeah,
on there. It's okay. Korn was not on there. It wasn't a very enemy-friendly band. They
2007.
Oh, I'm sure they existed, but NME really covered just boys who were thin and big hair.
I don't know.
So sadly, Gary, it is your turn. And band name or solo artist with a K in their name.
Kelly Dalglish.
Kelly, no, I don't think she's on any. Who's she? Yeah. Scottish, I assume.
Kenny Dalglish.
What, the footballer?
Yeah, that's his daughter.
I might.
I think yeah.
And very well-known rap star. Yeah.
I would take Paul Dalglish.
Well, it's written. Gary, I don't think you know what music is. Sadly, that is not on the back of the CD. Mike Cox, an act from 2007 on this NME track, NME set list with a K in their name.
Kasabian.
Kasabian is one of them. Yes, that is a point for Mike. This round wasn't created to be a complete shit show. We are back to Liam. Liam, 2007. Think NME. Think they love their skinny white boys with the long hair, playing guitars and singing in northern accents. Kings of Leon are not on there, I'm afraid. I think they suddenly got big in 2008 with Sex on Fire, but sorry, no, Kings of Leon is not on there. That's the song. Back to Gary. Gary, band name with a K in it.
Right, skinny with long hair, playing guitar.
The way you said that to Mike, it's kind of like you said that Mike had an act from Mike's act was from 2007. Which I thought was quite important. But the King of Spain.
No, the King of Spain did not have a successful music career. Sorry, Gary, you might lose this round. We're back to Mike. Mike, an artist beginning with a letter K in their name on NME, The Essential Bands from 2007.
The Killers.
The Killers are on there, Mike. That is very good.
I got sick of this.
Liam, we've got one more round to go. Liam, an act with a K in their name from 2007.
I was going to say The Killers. Damn you and your gin. Claxons?
Yes, the klaxons are on there.
Claxons?
It's not over yet. It's not over, not over, not over, not over yet. And this round isn't over yet. Gary, one more guess.
Yeah, I was obviously joking the last couple of times. We've got a proper musician this time, right? This is definitely going to be on there. Kelly Rowland.
Kelly Rowland is a musician, but sadly she did not make the NME playlist. Mike, final guess of the round. Can you get 3 in a row?
I'm going to fly fast and loose with the term essential now. Nickelback.
Nickelback are not on there. You were correct in that they weren't. But Mike got 2. Mike won that round. I'll give you a list of it. There was Alter Kicks. There was Arctic Monkeys, a K in the word monkey. There was Hadouken, Kaiser Chiefs, The Killers, Kate Nash, she made it, Keen, Kasabian, Klaxons, 9 Black Alps, there's a K in black, and Reverend and the Makers. I was blocked by Reverend and the Makers.
You were blocked?
I was blocked by Reverend and the Makers on Twitter because I did a joke saying, I love Reverend and the Makers, I've got all of their song. And they found that and blocked me.
They are notoriously aggressive.
Yeah, where are they now? On Twitter, I guess. That's the end of round 3. It's time for round 4.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 4 is called Best Tool for the Job. I've asked our guests to pick up an item from their box, and I'm going to give them a job of which to use their items, and they will have to explain why their item is the best one for the task that's been assigned by an audience member. So firstly, can I ask you all for your objects that you have picked from your boxes?
Mine is a toilet.
Toilet roll?
Toilet roll. A partly used toilet.
Is that the last of it in your house?
Well, I mean, New Zealand is fine. We're swimming in it.
Oh, are you corona free?
Just about, yeah, just about.
Oh, party at Gary's afterwards. Mike, what is your object?
It is a candle I made out of baby bell wax.
Oh, someone's been bored during lockdown. I love it.
The wick is made out of treasury tags that are cut down.
It looks more like a dildo.
You don't know anything about my life.
Waxy gin dildo, cheesy dildo. Liam, what is your object?
I don't care. Give it to Mike and his baby bell. Let's just give him the points. Mine is the additional fine trimming head of a beard trimmer that I no longer have.
Okay, so the objects are again. Gary has
completely
the
fucking useless
remaining bit of a toilet roll. Mike has his big cheesy wax dildo, and Liam has a bit of a beard trimmer. The task that you have to tell me why your object is the best one for the job is to form a people's revolution and seize control of the state, or maybe just do the washing up. So we're going to go with the first one here. Form a people's revolution using your items. We're going to start with Gary and his bit of toilet roll. How are you going to start a people's revolution? Oh, sorry. Try that again.
So start people's revolution quite easily. We've got this toilet paper, and the toilet paper, we can obviously raise the white flag with the toilet paper. We start that off. That's a good way to endear your way to the lovely general public. We will do that. Obviously, don't have any poo on it or whatever. Just be like, yeah, that would be bad. I know you guys are struggling for toilet roll there, but we've got plenty here in New Zealand. So, yeah, we're just like, wave the white flag, and then you started the revolution. Then what you can do is you can make a face mask with it, which is perfect for these times. So you have a face mask, and then that'll be good. So you've got your face mask. That's 2. 3, you can recycle it, the thing in the middle, which will be very good. You can also use it as a horn to a call to arms and be like, the revolution has begun. There we go. That's number 3. And for number 4, you can obviously do the thing that you generally supposed to do with toilet paper is just you can obviously wipe your bum when you do those lovely poos. And people don't have any toilet. With the toilet roll, you can say, I've taken over the world. So there you go. I think that's a pretty good revolution. And then I've even moved around the screen. That's how good that revolution is.
That is literally a revolution. That's very strong opening. Mike, tell us of your Baby Bell candle, how you are going to start a people's revolution and seize control of the state.
Okay, so if you're going to start a people's revolution, you need to have a beacon of hope. Okay, this is also like, I mean, it genuinely works. I just want to show you. You see there, that is a light. So this is now a big, it's like the Olympic torch. People will follow this sign, this signal. And what we can also do is, because it does start to kick off a bit of a massive flame, I can use it to communicate with other factions of my revolution without using airways. So you imagine like the old days where like you would set fire to a beacon on a hill and then the next village would see, and then we'd all know exactly when to sort of like march forward. So that's what we're doing. We'll march behind the banner of my wax candle, you see, and it will last for a long time.
It will do. Oh, I like that a lot. I like Beacon of Hope. It's much more hopeful than the other one. Liam, using your bit of beard trimmer, tell us how to start a people's revolution.
Who's one of the most famous revolutionaries? Che Guevara. Where would he be without his majestic beard? His face bush is on hip over the world. That's how important a beard is, and that's how important a beard trimmer is to keep you looking fresh, man. You've also, sometimes revolutionaries, they get into trouble, they get arrested, things like that. There's actually a little bit of a wire spring in here as well. You take that out and pull that out. You can use that to pick the lock of your jail cell and get away scot-free. There's a couple of screws in the front there, and what is a revolution other than saying, screw you to the man. And yeah, other than that, I mean, who wants to follow around a candle as a beacon? We're not Gondor. How important is a really nice, relaxing poo to a revolution? We're not meant to be relaxed. So look super fly, man. Look super fly. People will follow.
I like a lot of those answers there. I've got points to give out. I like Liam wanted to become the icon of the revolution. You do have to keep your beard trim like Che Guevara did, and the picking of the layout. I'm giving Liam 2 points there. Mike, I loved your message of hope. It was a good message of hope. I enjoyed the beacon, and yeah, who doesn't want to follow a big waxy dildo on fire? But Gary, you had a fantastic 4-point plan. So I'm giving you 4 points. That's how that works there. We've got scores. We're going into round 5 now. That means it's time for round 5. That was a sentence.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 5 used to be called the quick fire round, but a lot of my guests have started getting wise to this and have been preparing like 4-minute songs, and that's not good at all. So the final round has changed ever so slightly. I have asked our guests to come up with a specialist subject. We are going to start with the person who is in the lead, and that is Liam. So Liam, can I ask what your specialist subject is?
My specialist subject is the films directed by Robert Zemeckis.
Okay, so Liam's specialist subject is films directed by Robert Zemeckis. We're now going to go to our other guests. Gary, how many films do you think you can name directed by Robert Zemeckis?
1.
Mike, how many do you think you can name by Robert Zemeckis?
0.
0. So, Gary, could you please tell us the one film you know directed by Robert Zemeckis?
Yeah, did he do the Back to the Future films?
He did.
3. So that's 3. So I can name 3. Back to the Future 1, Back to the Future 2, and Back to the Future 3.
Okay.
3 films.
Very good, Gary. Sadly, your wager was 1 and you named 3. That means you get no points.
No, that's not fair.
That's the way the round works, I'm afraid. Gary, what is your specialist subject?
All Elite Wrestling.
All Elite Wrestling. Liam, how many subjects of All Elite Wrestling could you name?
But how many wrestlers of All Elite
should we say wrestlers, Gary?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, wrestlers from All Elite Wrestling.
3.
3. Mike, how many could
3.
you name?
Should we say 10?
Wow.
10. Okay. Mike, with a wager of 10, let's see you naming wrestlers from All Elite Wrestling.
Just to confirm, when you say All Elite Wrestling, you actually mean like wrestling that we've heard of. There isn't a faction called All Elite Wrestling that I've never heard of.
There is a promotion called All Elite Wrestling.
No.
With big wrestlers in there. So yeah, you might not know.
And that's what you want me to name from?
10 of them.
That's what my expertise is, mate. Yeah.
When you said All Elite Wrestling, I thought you meant like WWE and WCW.
I would have said WWE and WCW then.
I could probably name 10 wrestlers from all time, but I thought it was.
I thought you'd come at me with an easy one.
What?
I'll change my answer to 0 then.
Okay, so that. All right, this game isn't as fun as the previous one. Liam, can you name 3 All Elite
I know
wrestlers?
more. Yeah. Yeah, you've got Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
You've got John Moxley, who was Dean Ambrose in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And oh god, Cody Rhodes.
Oh, we've got a shake. What does that mean, Gary?
Well, technically he's known as Cody in AEW.
Oh, but and technically Liam did say the word Cody. So Gary, did Liam name 2 or 3?
I think he named 3. I think it'd be better to be.
Right, that is 3 bonus points for Liam. Finally, Mike Cox, what's your specialist subject?
Arsenal defenders of the Premier League era.
Okay, do we have any wagers of how many other people can name?
I can do 3.
3 from Gary. Any from Liam?
2 more, but I'll go with 3. 3's easy.
Arsenal defenders.
I mean, I appreciate if you've watched them recently, you'll start to wonder if we have any.
Who's been watching football recently?
I know.
Well, you know, from February.
God. Nah.
Okay, so Gary, can you name 3 Arsenal defenders, Gary?
In the Premier League era, Steve Bowen, Martin Keown, and Kieran Tierney.
Mike, was he correct?
Yes, he was.
Excellent. Right, we have got the final scores there. Tallying up the scores right now. Hang on. Okay, we've got the final scores. In 3rd place with 8 points, it is Mike Cox. Well done, Mike. Not the worst score we've had on What's in the Box. We all know what that one is.
Makes the real winner with all that booze, let's be honest.
I mean, I would love some of that booze. Mike, and your candle. Mike, have you got anything to plug that you're doing during the lockdown?
No, not really. Just follow my socials. I'm just trying to be as productive as I can, posting videos and stuff. So yeah, follow me on Insta, comedy_Mike, on my Twitter at Mr. Mike Cox, or just go to Mike Cox Comedian on Facebook for my videos.
Excellent. All links will be in the description below. In 2nd place with 10 points, it is Gary Sansom. Very good, Gary. Gary, do you have anything to plug at all?
Well, I'm doing the Edinburgh Festival in August. I can't wait for that.
Refresh your emails, Gary. Refresh them.
Old Man Sings Rihanna, midday on Saturday. And yeah, just go on Facebook. There's a Facebook event. And just click go on it. And then come. Yeah, 12 o'clock.
Link will be in the description below. And the winner of today's points, just by 1 with 11 points, is Liam Olsen. Very good. Liam, do you have anything to plug at all?
Stop. Not particularly new. As you mentioned before, I'm a singer. I've got my singing page at facebook.com/Olsen, which is OLSEN. Like you said, there'll be links. But basically, just to keep yourself busy, I've been recording little music videos and whatnot. All cover songs, I'm afraid. But yeah, it's just keeping myself busy.
Lovely stuff. One more time for Liam Olsen. All the links that you've sent today will be in the description below of the YouTube edit. If you would like to support the show yourself, you can do. You can buy us a coffee on ko-fi.com/frizzfrizzle or paypal.me/frizzfrizzle. If you buy us a coffee, you get all exclusive access, like the full live stream version of the shows and extra content as well. But one more time, our guests today were Liam Olsen, Gary Sansom, and Mike Cox. Now, can everyone please wave at the screen whilst the end credits play?